And then this buffoon from A&M. Did you see this?
No.
A&M's Ainias Smith, who is their leading returning receiver.
Yeah.
Arrested on DWI, weapon, and drug charges. He was supposed to represent them. He was one of the 3 players they were taking.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Well.
He's supposed to be at media days. Texas A&M wide receiver Ainias Smith arrested by A&M University police. Do you know how bad you've got to be to get arrested by university police?
Right. They'll typically just kind of let you go if you're on the football team.
They're going to call Jimbo.
Or call one of the coaches,
Yes.
that can,
That's what they're going to do. Like that
But if you're that drunk, you have that many weapons or that many drugs on you, like, they're like, yeah, we can't. Like,
you remember Tony Allen told us like years ago when he got into that trouble at Oklahoma State, there was like this big fight and he like chronicled like the whole thing. And they called like Eddie Sutton and Glenn Cyprian and said they were taking them to, look, we got some of your players. Like they call those guys.
Yeah.
Hey, we're taking them down to the local jail, whatever. And they're like, good, keep them. Let them learn their lesson.
Yeah.
And so anyway, the university police at Texas A&M, Wednesday morning, he gets arrested and charged with DWI. Unlawful carrying of a weapon and possession of less than 2 ounces of marijuana. I mean,
okay, less than
look, DWI, horrible. Less than 2 ounces of weed, I would tell you that there is an immense amount of not only athletes, but people that could be caught with that.
Yeah. It depends
at any given time.
But I would like to know what is less than 2 ounces. Like,
well, that just means he can't be charged with dealing.
Right. Is that between like an ounce and an ounce and a half? Because an ounce of weed's a lot of weed, man. That's a lot of weed for one person to have.
It is. I think, but they're drawing the line. They're saying less than 2 ounces.
Because if you, I would
let's
tell you.
just say he's not. Look,
I would tell you if you have an ounce of weed on you, you're dealing. Everybody buying an ounce of weed for themselves.
You might have just gotten it, or you might be breaking it up and giving it to other people.
Just dealing.
It's possible.
Which is dealing.
Semantics. They draw the line at 2 ounces. I mean, this guy's not Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, right.
So, and the weapon, I mean, it's unlawful. These are unlawful carrying of a weapon. So, look, when you team up DWI, drugs, and guns, you got the trifecta, brother.
Yeah, you do.
Especially when you're a senior who was scheduled to represent the Aggies at media days on Thursday as the team's leading returning receiver from last year. Also, by the way, you ready for this? Team captain. Captain for A&M. Had 47 catches, 509 yards, 6 touchdowns. He also returned 23 punts for an average of 11 yards with a touchdown, while serving as one of A&M's biggest playmaking threats. One of the most memorable performances came against their upset of Alabama. 6 catches, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns in the memorable 41-38 win. He was a prospect out of 2019. So now they're sending Damani Richardson, who's a senior defensive back, and offensive lineman Layden Robinson are the other ones scheduled to attend with, of course, Jimbo Fisher. So one of the 3 guys that was supposed to go represent Texas A&M, Ainias Smith, and you know they're going to be talking about Nick Saban, they're going to be talking about NIL, they're going to be talking about all this other crap. This guy's like, He's giving them something to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
How does Jimbo – that needs to be the first question. Jimbo, how are you going to keep this guy on the team?
Yeah. That's got to be the first question.
How?
Well, we're still reviewing the facts. Getting all the facts in, it just
Guys
happens.
make mistakes.
Guys make mistakes.
Yeah. Guys make mistakes.
I coached Jameis Winston.
Oh, do you remember? Do you remember the whole the Saban one a couple years ago? And he started berating everybody.
Yeah.
And he made them feel bad. And he started telling these stories about guys at Michigan State and guys at Alabama, because everybody was saying why haven't you kicked these guys off the team? Look at what they did. Look at these dastardly deeds.
Yeah. Look
at what scumbags you've got on your team. Look at all these problems, all this stuff. And he explained, how he knows these guys and he knows where they come from. And what do you want me to do? What is best for young people? Do you think it's best for that kid, for him to lose all the structure, for him to lose all the family environment that we have here, and for him to lose that, and for him to, is that what you want?
What if it was your kid?
Because, what if it was your kid? Kids screw up. Sometimes they make terrible mistakes, of which they need to be punished, and there are consequences to those actions. But for me to just give up on a kid, for me to just give up, for me to say, I don't care what happens with the rest of your life. I don't care what happens with the rest of your life. Maybe you can do that, but I can't do that. Dude, Jimbo has to have learned that from him. That's the way to do this.
Yes.
Now, the truth is, if the guy's not any good, I really don't care what happens with the rest of his life. Idiot.
I'm recruiting another one next year.
Come on,
got
bro.
One coming in.
We got 80 guys. I got guys like Trayvon Diggs that can't play wide receiver, so I make them corners, and they set NFL records for interceptions.
Right.
I got so many good players, I don't have room for them.
Yeah.
So, if you're guy number 70, I'll use that scholarship on somebody that's not going to act like an ass. But if it's my best player or my best receiver or the guy that helped me beat Alabama,